Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Are you too old to pledge? Should you pledge? Is it too late? Did you miss out? Usually when you pledge in undergrad, you're about like what? I don't know. Young. Babies. Typically when girls ask me this, they be younger than I was when I pledged, and I'm like, you're fine. Anyway, so let's get into the tea. Obviously, absolutely not. I'm going to tell you why you are not too old to pledge. I'm going to tell you why it's a good thing to pledge older. And I'm going to tell you about my experience. This is a lifetime commitment. You are going to be in this sorority for the rest of your life until the wheels fall off, until it's adios and you go into another lifetime. Now, of course, there's pros and cons to everything. For me, the pros of pledging older is that I was already set in my ways. I already knew who I was. Greek life was not going to change me because I'm a grown, established, already in my personality, or already in my characteristic type of woman. You hear people say, oh, Greek life changed this person, they're different, da da da. I do definitely believe that's possible. I've seen it, I've witnessed it myself. But for me, I knew that wasn't going to happen because I was a grown woman. Period. Nobody's about to come in here and change me. You have to think about it. I was older than my profiles. You already know who you are. It won't change you. You can make a more sound decision. Cons. Let's get into cons. You may not mesh well with the other members in the sorority because of the age difference. For me, that did not happen because I'm childish. You would never, like, if you put me in the same room with my line sisters and we're all together, you would never be able to be like, she's years older than them. She's way older than them. Like, there's just no way you could have been able to tell. There's still some people today that are like, oh, I didn't know you were that age. And I'm like, well, I was literally making YouTube videos about it while I was in college. Don't ever be embarrassed or ashamed, because honestly, for me, I wanted to fight that stigma of like an age appropriate group for college. Any age is appropriate for college. If you want to go when you're fresh out of high school, great. If you want to go when you're on your third career path, that's fine too. Because honestly, for me, I feel like when you're younger, you're less inclined to know what it is that you really want to do for the majority of your life. Sometimes people know and then they do it and then they're happy and then great, but that's just not everyone's story, unfortunately. So I never went into college ashamed of my age or ashamed of my story. And in fact, I was proud of it. And in fact, I wanted to scream it out to the whole world because I want people to know, like, you can do this. This is okay. This is normal. Don't be ashamed of your story. Don't try to hide it. You don't necessarily have to be out there just talking about it. Yeah, I'm 27. I'm 27. You don't necessarily have to do that, but don't be ashamed of it, because really, honestly, when you're ashamed of something, that's when people try to use it against you, because they know it makes you uncomfortable. They know that you're not happy about it. They know that you're sitting uncomfortable in it. So now they have this advantage on you. And why? For me, I truly feel like you need to be able to mesh well with these other girls. Like, if you're a mother trying to pledge, you're 27, a mother, kids and all that, and you go and you try to pledge with some 22-year-old girls who are living their best life and stuff like that, don't be their mom. Don't try to be their mom. Don't be over there like, girl, you need to sit down because you're fast and you da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm trying to give them advice. I'm trying to get that. Laugh with them. Joke with them. Tap into who you were when you were 22 and try to relate to them, because if you start trying to be their mom and start trying to do all that type of stuff like that, they're not gonna like you, trust me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I had the time of my life. I had the time of my life. I feel like out of my whole line, I honestly feel like I went out more than any of my other line sisters. I was supporting everyone. I was going to everyone's parties. I was popping up at everyone's stuff. Like, and still today, like, I will support people and I would show up and I would turn up. If anybody was the turn up Zeta on our line, it was me. And it probably still will be me. And it probably will always be me. It's so funny because me being the oldest, you would think that I was the opposite. You would think that I was the one in the house, being old and fragile. No. I had the time of my life in undergrad, and I think it's because I was older. Like, I already knew I was going to college and I was gonna get everything college could give me. I was gonna get it. Any experience, any whatever, I'm leaving with it. At my age, I was like, I finally made it. I finally made it to university now. Bet. I wanted that, give it to me. I wanted that, give it to me. Nobody was gonna steal my experience away from me. Not my age, and not anybody else who had a negative opinion about my age. But I'll be honest, no one did. People would reach out to me all the time like, thank you so much for sharing your story and being open with it, because I've been wanting to pledge and I just felt like I was too old and I just felt like this and I just felt like that. Man, if y'all don't go after what y'all want, if y'all don't go after what you want, imagine not going after what you want because you think somebody else gonna have a problem with it. It's not their life. Stop letting people tell you no. Stop letting people talk you out of stuff. Stop letting people make you feel bad about what it is that you want. You're the one that has one life to do it. You're the one that has one opportunity to do it. At least in this character form. Because once you're out, who wants to be old thinking, I really wish I would have put my all into this. I really wish I would. Go for it right now. At least try. Because if you fail, at least you know it probably wasn't for you. You put your all in it. You went for it. It wasn't for you. Period. Let it go. Now you can let it go. Instead of thinking, oh, I wish I would have went for it. You better go for it. I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all better go for it. I'm pretty sure that I enjoyed my Greek undergrad experience more than a lot of women who were younger than me that pledged. So that's all I gotta say. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, turn on your notifications since I'm not consistent with my videos. That might help. Love you guys. Bye.